Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Watson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. My goodness, he unloads on that one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge. Suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David.
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The run inside. It's Cox. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. On the delay, it's Cox. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cox.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Swings it out to his running back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. .90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The give is to Williams. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, they're after him. Buying some time. Did the work himself. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got it behind the line. It's Casper. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking for room. It's Cox. And BYU will get the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking for a man. It's Watson. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher. comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Hebert. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly.
We hear that. The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Firing to the right, complete. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hebert. With the catch, it's Flanagan. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He goes right back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Watson. Finds his man, it's Lyons. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Longhorns, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the turn. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aaron. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. On the move out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Cox. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Watson. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's another play by this defense, and there's not much good, guys, I can say about this offense. I mean, they got the goose egg on the board in third and long again. Something needs to go right for this club. They need to get some kind of shot in the arm, some kind of play, because right now it's been really bad.
Down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The keeper on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the
17. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Porter.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes the offense on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Finds his man down the middle. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. Salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Cox. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't. Put it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Could be headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
BYU 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Watson. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here comes the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the...
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Looking to throw, it's Watson. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Casper. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions, and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He's an open. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense. Score.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. Looking for a gap. It's Young. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Hard running there. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. The run inside. It's Williams. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to power their way ahead. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Going to the run, it's Young. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Butler. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in, it's Butler. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Hebert. Makes the catch, it's Mobley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Running inside, it's Mobley. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. On target. Spinderella. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the
37. And the Notre Dame offense will take
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Michigan State 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Butler. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about where they'll mark him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Give to the single back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Hebert. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Gilbert. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are early in this game on the road.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Spartans want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. The ball hits at the 5, and for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue, ready,
looking to pass. It's Hebert. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
ready, go, go.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mobley.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire, and down he goes. We are Headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the Boise State Broncos. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the... Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Hebert. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll run it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting it. Downs are going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. And they're able to get him on the ground. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Scanning the field, it's Hebert. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled his way into the end zone. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Butler. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
3rd down following the sack by the D. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Boy, they had a chance to track it into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give is to Williams. breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they can't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Make sure that there's not... It's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And his first throw here is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. Big sack. This defense all over it.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 40. Stopped on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Corners are going to bail. Sends it back in motion. On the move. Here's a little room there. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers.